Hey, yes, I ate something a little bit, and I do feel much better now. So, let's see. Where's my... Ah, shoot. Oh, now live. Yes, good. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him I'm going back on Twitch now. I typing with this, I still have never gotten good at it. Like some if I concentrate, I guess I do the swipe and get a little bit faster. Maybe I thought it used to be better when the autocorrect was different, but hold on. I'm gonna. Here, let me just open it here because I'm gonna type at this guy, but I can't be typing at him too long. But I'm gonna type at him for just a sec. Let me just open up the Discord. This guy says he's a Tokyo Night enjoyer. Honestly, like I like to customize my theme. I just find it more fun. Um, want their Linux on Rails? What do you think about, let me find it. Dev container universal. These are the images. Where's universal? Yeah, let's do this. Linux universal image. User extend the new Ubuntu-based default large and multi-language universal image which contains many popular languages, frameworks, SDKs, runtimes. I like this track a lot. Shame from Tedeschi Trucks Band. I like this track a lot. Okay, let me go into my spreadsheet. I am gonna come back to the oh, this one I need to put as done, so that's good. Okay, REST API, I'm just gonna come back to. I, it seems like it should be quite easy. I think the decoder thing, there's probably, I'm guessing, a much easier way to do it. I feel much better now that I've eaten, I must say. Anyway, I just want to do something different. So what all is in here? 2 point, which one's the latest? 4 months ago, 213.0. See, it's got quite a bit installed already. Let's look. Node.js, Python, Java, .NET, Ruby, PHP, GCC, Clang, Go, Jekyll, Jupyter Lab. And that's cool. Who really needs all of this in a Docker image? Not too sure, but I guess I'm sure some people get some use out of it, right? But it seems cool. Conceptually, it seems cool that they've got so much in here. All right, let's see if they said anything. Emma CPU? Yeah, I've got a Mac right over here, which is quite good. It's very strong, uses very little power. It's pretty amazing. Um, Dan is a Mac user. Let's see. Oh my ZSH, NVM, NVS. What the heck? Do I know what NV? I don't think I do. What is NVS? Node version switcher. Okay, okay. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. I guess. Um. All right. How much time have I already wasted? This is another great track. Love this track. All right, let's go into the next exercise. 10 minutes? All right, I'm not going to beat myself up over 10 minutes. 10 minutes that I won't get back, but 10 minutes well spent in my opinion. As long as we just get into the next exercise right now. Next exercise right now. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do elixir. Okay. Oh, darts again. Okay, and it is marked as easy. We just did darts. Can I finish? I mean, honestly, it is an easy one. It should be like 10 minutes probably. Let's try. Am I going to run into some problems doing this in Elixir? I don't think so. It's a very simple exercise. I ran into some problems with Bash because I had forgot. I had to use the BC before, but I'd completely forgotten about it. Anyway. Let me put my video back on. I'm just going to do the same one again. Close that. Okay. All right. So, we already did this. Let's just go ahead and do it. Lib darts. Okay. Def module darts. All right, so if we get an XY, we're going to say if x times x plus y times y is greater than 100, and let me, I don't want to spend too much time, like I said, but because we just did this, right? I keep doing that. All right. So, elixir if statement. I think we can just use if. Probably. Okay, so if, do, end. Do we have else if? Wait a minute. Let's do cond. This looks nice. Yes, let's do cond. So I'm going to say cond, and then we want to go cond do, and then we want to put our different conditions, right? So in this condition, we will give 0 points, right? If it's greater than 25, then we will give 1 point, right? If it's greater than 1, then we give 5 points. And then in the default case, we give, should we have a default? Oh, just true, okay. Of course. And then in the default case, we give 10 points. And literally, I want to say that's roughly the entire program. Let me just check again. So we do 2 plus 2 double equal 5. 2 times 2 double equal 3. I mean, I think that's literally it. Unclosed delimiter Missing terminator end. Okay. I left out the end on pond, right? Okay. Okay, so we excluded 12. Let's unexclude. Okay, so they have tag pending. That's it. An easy win. By far my easiest win so far. Maybe we'll start getting more of those. Complete. Okay, so we'll list that as completed. Okay, so that didn't take long, less than 6 minutes. So great, good. Check in on the Discord again. Probably not. I should probably just keep up the... Oh gosh, people are posting a lot now. Holy crap. Wikipedia. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. I gotta find my... Oh, I gotta find my paper towel. But like, no, this is... I remember... Okay, hold on. I gotta find my paper towel. There was all this discourse. I remember not long ago, there was this meme. People were complaining. They were like, oh, PewDiePie has been like practicing drawing and he's actually gotten pretty good, right? And they're like, oh, dang, that's crazy. But no, he was already an artist. He was already an artist. So what was that all about? People just didn't look at the Wikipedia? I didn't look at the Wikipedia till now. All right. What are those wheels? $1,000 or what were they? I think they were 600. $700 computer wheels. Is that what it is? $700 computer wheels. Right there, live on their site. They're proud of this meme. All right, I just wasted like 10 more minutes. The first time I thought it was okay, but now it's not. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh wait, was there something... These peanuts hurt my teeth now. I should see a dentist at some point. For many years, I've told myself that I would eventually see a dentist if I ever started making money, but that's never going to happen. So we got the bash darts and the elixir darts, and I put the Elm REST API here. Was there something else? No, I guess that's everything. All right, next one. ABAP? All right. Okay, so it says it's called iTab combination. So let's return here. Okay, so the first thing I'm wondering is this looks like it might be sort of specific to the language itself. Let's take a look. iTab combination. Oh, shoot. $500? Huh? What do you mean? Okay, well, I think it's specific to only this track. That error probably, maybe it comes up when an exercise is only available on one track? I don't know. I want to skip this one as well. I don't really care right now. Let's look for something else. I don't care. That's too much. Okay. We don't need this. Let's, oh wait, we're supposed to go to exorcism. Okay, here we go again. Wasm. Hardly any of the... Oh! This one is easy. Okay, cool. Amazing. Amazing. I saw Wasm and I was like, oh, none of these are going to be easy. No, a triangle. This is probably one of the few problems that will actually be reasonably easy, even in Wasm. It's not super easy, but reasonably easy, even in Wasm, right? Cool. So, let's hop over to here. Paste. It's a pretty small, forgettable exercise. I have that text really small, don't I? Wait. Oh. The zoom isn't working the way I thought it was supposed to. If it's pleased that I'm cooked, all right, where was I? Oh wait, I'm supposed to stop at 9 actually. So, can I finish one more? Triangle? Can I finish triangle? So, triangle, if we look, I think I did finish it in some language. It's a small one, so if I did finish it, it was probably pretty forgettable. I finished it in Prolog. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, even in Prolog, I have a hard time with Prolog in general, but even in Prolog, it was fairly easy, and that's the only one I've done it in. In fact, it was quite easy. Now, in Wasm, it's not going to be super easy for me. I'll probably finish it when I come back after showering, but let's look. So, in Wasm, I guess I have done 3. Have I finished all 3 of those? I'm not sure. Let's look. Yes, I have finished 3 in Wasm. I've finished Difference of Squares, Run Length Encoding, and of course the Hello World. And now we are on Triangle. Okay, so let's look at what I've got. So in Difference of Squares slash the Watt file, is that the Wasm text file? Is that it? Okay, so here's what we have in there. It's 64 lines. Calculate the square of the sum of the first n natural numbers. Okay. So we're doing some rather basic arithmetic here, right? And it is pretty verbose. It's Wasm. What can you do? And I have some comments in here that are about really basic things because this is the first one I did, I think, and I was pretty confused as to what was actually going on. Um, so yeah, we just want to look at WASM. No, not this. WASM spec. Oh, you know what? There's MDN WASM stuff that's very helpful. Let's start there. I believe it's this. Yes. So we're going to look for a numeric instruction. Check if two numbers are equal, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, so in the WAT, which is our WASM WebAssembly text representation, we're going to say 10 and then 2 and then check if they are equal. All right, so that's a good start. I am going to hop off in 4 minutes, so but let's make a start on this. And when I come back, no looking at Discord or whatever, no wasting time like that. It's going to be locking in a little bit more. But anyway, so let's go into triangle and let's look at what we have in our stub file. Oh wow, yeah, a good amount. Okay, so this is nice. Like, this is an easy problem, and look, they've given us a lot to help us out. And that is helpful because, I mean, it's WASM, it can be tricky to learn. Okay, so we've put 42 here, but that's not really what we want. So 1 if scaling, 0 otherwise. Okay, so we have params coming in, and they're all float 32. And the result is 1 if scaling, 0 otherwise. So we're going to say f32 equal. So wait, where are the params? Are the params on the stack when we start? Let me look again at my other one. Okay, so we have param. Okay, so I used a name for the param there, which makes sense to me, I think. That should make it easier. So I'm going to put A, B, C. Then I'm going to put local get A. Is that what it was? Right? Okay, so param $max I32. And then I had a local. We declare a local there in the signature, apparently. So we did local get max. Okay. So we'll get A, and we'll get B, and then we'll say f32 equal. All right, so then if that comes back as true, which I guess is probably 1, then we are going to return false. Okay, so, oh, it's just EQ, I guess. If both numbers are equal, 1 will be pushed onto the stack. Otherwise, 0 will be pushed onto the stack. Okay. So, just EQ. So at this point, if a 0 is on the stack, then I would normally want to try to early return here. So when we did that, I guess it popped both the A and the B, right? I guess so. So we can only shoot. I'm gonna be thinking about this while I'm in the shower, but it's time for me to log off, and I will be back in 30 minutes. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, I'm not logging off right now. I'm logging off 30 minutes from now. Okay. I'm gonna step away for just like 5 minutes and be right back. Every time I go to the toilet and the tank is empty, usually I need to get into the it's filling right now. I gotta go flush once it's filled. I gotta get into the habit of just starting the tank filling as soon as I go into the bathroom. All right. If I have to fill the tank myself, then I go ahead and fill it again when I'm done. But if it's already full, it seems like it's usually empty when I get to the toilet. But if it is already full, then I don't even think. But I just have to get into the habit of just always filling it as soon as I go in there. All right, so where is and? right? Okay, so let me make a comment for myself. If these two are equal, one is pushed to the stack. If one is pushed to the stack in any of the three EQ comparisons, then we must return 0. Okay, so we'll do local get A again, and this time it will be C, and F32 EQ again, all right? And then here, this will be E. Okay, so now we should have pushed it. So if we pushed 0 to the stack 3 times, if the top, so let me just put that. If the top 3 values on the stack are all 0, then return 1. Otherwise, return 0. All right? So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do EQZ, right? So let's look at EQZ. Oh, EQZ is only for integer types. Never mind. Oh, no. It will be an integer. Yeah, okay. So we'll do EQZ. So EQZ, if it's 0, we will get 1. Right? So is that what we want to do? If we do I32 EQZ, this will push a 1 to the stack if a 0 is at the top of the stack. No, I don't think that helps us. Does it? Can we rotate? We can rotate the top values on the stack, I think, right? What kind of instruction would that be? It's not memory. It might be, is it control flow? I don't think so. Where does it go? Oh my gosh. You know what? Let me just close this. Okay, so let me go here. So let me write out what I think it is that we should do. If the top 3 values on the stack are all 0, then return 1, otherwise return 0. Oh, we need to look at control flow instructions. That would help us a lot. That would make it much easier, right? Oh yeah, we can totally do this, right? When we do if, does it pop? Where's the link to the spec? This is a good start, but there's more information in the spec. They should. Ah, you know what? They aren't linking to the spec here, and I think they should. I think that would be good. So yes, it is a helpful page, but I think it would be helpful to contribute a link to the spec for more information, right? So let's look for it. WASM spec. Ah, yes, this looks like it. So let's look in the text format. And let's look for if. Wait a minute. It might not be here. Okay, so here's if. If it does pop, then that's going to make it easier. So let's try it. Let's try using if under the assumption that it pops the value that it checks. It will make it easier if so. Okay, so we're gonna say if, and then let me look again at the MDN example. This one. So we just put if, and then we need a then and an else. So they're structured as like S expressions, which is pretty based. Okay, so then we'll say then. Is that how it is? Yeah. And then we'll say else. So here we say I32 const else, and then here we put if again, then these are looking really ugly the way they're not lining up. So that's two ifs, and then we need a third. Okay, I think I got that backwards. So if this is a 1, then that should be a 0. So it's at 9:30 that I'm supposed to hop off. I don't think I can finish this before 9:30, but I'll try. I'll try. Unexpected token $B. Yeah, I think I need a comma or something. Let me look again. So here, that's what I just did param $max I32. In the other one, did we have more than one param? I don't know. Okay, so the params need their own parentheses, probably, I guess, right? Okay, so still not quite right. I32 const 42, and that's on 72. Yeah, so we don't want this. All right, so now unexpected EOF, expected end parenthesis. Func export param result. Wait a minute. If so in this one we do module. Oh, okay, okay. So there's presumably module. Okay. So this is that any better? Yes. Okay, so now did we actually run something? I think so. No, no, no. Type mismatch at end expected nothing but got I32. Okay, so I think this is where we need to do the result thing, right? And that was mentioned. I wasn't sure if I needed it, but I think I did. To leave return values on the stack at the result state. Result I32. Okay, let's add that. Okay. Expected I32 but got nothing. Okay, so we don't want to get nothing. So if this, else, I really need an auto formatter for this. Let's look for an auto formatter right after this. Okay, type mismatch in if. Expected I32 but got nothing. Type mismatch at end of function. Expected nothing but got I32, I32. Wait a minute. So then when we do return something, do any of these return a result? This one does. Custom str has result I32. Ah, so we have to return. Okay, and that was in here, right? Did we return? Okay, so if... And then we dropped here. Okay, so we should have A, B, then we should have one thing on the stack, A, C, now we should have two things on the stack, now we should have three, and then I was hoping that this would pop, but it's pop, the if might not pop. I don't really know. Yeah. Okay, so we did take care of something. So now it's expected I32 got nothing. Okay, so no, that didn't help. So let's get rid of those returns. They didn't help us. Okay, so if, then, else. Oh, the else, does the else need a result? No. Shoot. I'm not sure. If, then else. Shoot. It's such a helpful error message. I'm just having skill issues, a lot of them. These are very nice error messages. Like, it seems super clear, right? I just don't know what to do about it. Okay, so expected I32 got nothing. Hmm. Yeah, I'm having skill issues. I don't exactly know how the if works. I think it's explained clearly in the spec, probably. So let's read it, or try to. If. Uh-oh. The block, loop, and if instructions are structured instructions. They bracket nested sequences of instructions called blocks, terminated with or separated by and or else pseudo instructions. As the grammar prescribes, they must be well nested. A structured instruction can consume input and produce output on the operand stack according to its annotated block type. It is given either as a type index that refers to a suitable function type or as an optional value type inline, which is a shorthand for the function type to val type. Each structured control instruction introduces an implicit label. Labels are targets for branch instructions that reference them with label indices. Unlike with other index spaces, indexing of labels is relative by nesting depth. Okay, so what I thought I was doing was I would pop the first thing, see if it is 1, and if it is, then return 0. And then pop the next, but only if this one was a 0. Oh my gosh. So maybe, like, after the if, do I have to return? I didn't try that, did I? So here the if ends. So now do I return? Well, I'm not sure, but that would sort of make sense to me. No, no, it's still the same thing. Type mismatch in if, expected I32, but got nothing. I think I'll get it. I think I'll get it after the break. Right, like it is a simple problem. I just don't know WASM, really. I'm starting to know a little bit of it. I think I'll get it after the break. Ah, my video ended again. I'll try to make time and make a longer video playlist that's not going to end, but we'll see. All right. I'm going to hop off and be back at 10 o'clock.